Welcome back to English Talks Café, where we learn English while talking about powerful ideas that change your life. Today's topic is something that can transform the way you speak: how to think in English. This is not about memorizing more words. It's about changing how your brain works when you use English. So grab your coffee and let's dive deep into the method that makes you speak fluently and naturally. Most English learners translate in their head before they speak. They think in their native language first, then they try to turn those thoughts into English. This process feels safe, but it is the number one reason why they struggle to speak fluently. When you translate, your brain must do three jobs at the same time: understand the English you hear, convert it into your native language, build a new English sentence to respond. This takes too much time, and conversations move fast. So instead of communicating naturally, you get stuck searching for words. That makes you feel nervous, slow, and afraid to speak, even when you already know the vocabulary. Translation also creates wrong grammar structures. Why? Because every language has a different way to organize words. When you translate directly, you bring the rules of your native language into English, and the result sounds unusual or incorrect. Fluency doesn't come from knowing more words. Fluency comes from thinking in English, so your brain can react immediately during a conversation. Native speakers don't translate. They understand the meaning directly. If you want to speak like them, you must train your brain to follow the same process. You don't need perfect English. You need faster English. That begins the moment you stop translating. Section 3, the baby method. Learn like a native. When children learn their first language, they follow a natural and very effective process. They don't sit in a classroom, they don't study grammar books, they don't translate. Yet they become fluent without any effort. How do they do it? They use the baby method, which is based on three principles. EAC, 1, listen first. Children listen for months before they speak. They absorb the sounds, rhythm, and intonation of the language. They understand meaning from gestures, expressions, and situations, not from translation. Listening builds strong language foundations in the brain. EAG, 2, connect words to real meanings. A child sees an object or a situation and hears the word associated with it. Apple, a real apple. Dog, a real dog. Drink, the action of drinking. This creates direct connections between English and the real world. EAG, 3, learn through repetition. Children repeat the same words many times. Mommy, more, no, mine. Repetition makes the language automatic and natural, not something you think about. Target, what does this mean for you? To become fluent in English as an adult, you must train your brain the same way. Listen more than you speak. Focus on meaning, not translation. Repeat common phrases daily. Connect English words to images, situations, and emotions. When English becomes part of your everyday life, not just a school subject, fluency becomes a natural result. Learning a language is not about age. It's about method. If babies can do it, you can too. IMP Section 4. Think in pictures, not words. One of the biggest differences between fluent speakers and struggling learners is how they think. People who struggle with English usually translate every sentence back to their first language. This creates delay, confusion, and stress. Example, you want to say, I'm hungry. Your brain does English to your Arabic or French language, to brain meaning, to English. This is slow and exhausting, but fluent speakers don't translate. They think in pictures. EAC, what does thinking in pictures mean? When you hear the word apple, you should see an apple in your mind, not the word in Arabic or French, because your brain understands images faster than words. That's how native speakers process language. Word, to picture, to meaning, to speak automatically. EAC, why is this important? Thinking visually helps you speak faster. understand without translating, reduce grammar mistakes, gain natural fluency, remember vocabulary longer. Language becomes automatic, just like your first language. IAG, simple exercise to train the skill. Whenever you learn a new word, 1. Hear the word. 2. Imagine a picture. 3. Say the word out loud. 4. Use it in a short sentence. Example word, coffee. To imagine the smell. To imagine holding a cup. To say, I need coffee. Link the word to a feeling, not a translation. Target, final thought. If you want to think like a fluent speaker, start seeing the language. Not in your mother tongue, but in your mind. English should live in your imagination, not in a dictionary. Section 5. Speak before you're ready. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is waiting until they feel ready to speak. But here's the truth. You will never feel 100% ready. Fluency doesn't come from perfection, it comes from practice. When you speak before you're ready, you're training your brain to think faster, react naturally, and build confidence in real conversations. Think about it. Children don't wait until they know all the grammar rules before they start talking. They make mistakes, they mix up words, but they keep speaking, and that's exactly how they learn. Why this works? Your brain learns by doing, not by preparing. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you're creating new neural pathways that make English easier. Mistakes are feedback. They show you what you need to improve. If you never speak, you never discover your weak points. Confidence grows through action. The more you speak, the less scary it becomes. Waiting only increases your fear. Remember, fluency is built in the messy middle, not in the perfect moment. The people who speak the best English today are the ones who spoke the worst English yesterday, but they kept going. So stop waiting. Start speaking. Your future fluent self will thank you. Section 6. Don't let fear steal your voice. Listen, fear is a liar. It tells you that people will laugh at your mistakes. It tells you that your accent isn't good enough. It tells you to stay quiet and wait for the perfect moment. But you know what? That perfect moment will never come. Every single person who speaks English fluently today was once exactly where you are right now. Nervous? Unsure? Making mistakes? But they did something powerful. They decided that progress matters more than perfection. Your voice deserves to be heard. Your ideas, your dreams, your stories, they all matter. And English is just a tool to share them with the world. Don't let fear lock them inside you. Here's the truth. The people who judge you for trying don't matter. The people who support you and encourage you, those are your people. And most importantly, every mistake you make is proof that you're trying, and trying is winning. Think about this. Would you rather look back in 5 years and say, I wish I had tried? Or, I'm so glad I started? The choice is yours, and the time is now. So today, make a promise to yourself. I will speak, even when my voice shakes. I will make mistakes, and I will learn from them. I will not let fear decide my future. You are braver than you think. You are stronger than you know. And your English journey starts the moment you open your mouth and speak. Tuem show named HER. Now, go out there and let the world hear your voice. You've got this. And that's it for today's episode. Tree. Remember, thinking in English is not a gift. It's a skill. And like any skill, it gets better every single day you practice it. Stop translating. Start thinking. Start speaking. Your fluent English is closer than you think. It's just waiting for you to take action. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it with someone who's learning English. Let's grow this community together. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what's one thing you'll do today to think more in English? I want to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. This is English Talks Café, where every conversation brings you closer to fluency. Tree. See you in the next episode. Bye!